Hey everybody, it's Oranos. So I wanted to do something different than I normally do, and I feel like I was kind of pondering on it today because I did some readings earlier for the cross watchers, and let's just say since October, there's been some stuff going on, and it's the same. Probably about 6 or 7 zodiacs keep popping up. You can just kind of tell it's kind of like a family almost. I mean, every now and then it would change up where it was like it didn't feel like that was the same family. It was always the same zodiacs. But there was this one set that just kept coming up, and I'm not even going to go into that. But now all of a sudden, the Aries member, which seems to be seems to be like an older folk. Possibly, I could be wrong, but um, I get this feeling like you might be sick. Um, and I haven't really seen him a lot lately. A couple times, nothing much. It's been mostly the Leo, and well, there's been some Aries there, I guess, but it feels like a different Aries this one. But this one seems to be older, and he's the one that holds the legacy of the family. I feel like he's built, for lack of a better word, empire. I don't really know him, but at least I don't think I do. I could. I mean, I don't really. I don't. I can't say that I know for sure. I know their energy signatures. I know a lot, but and the thing is when I do my readings, I don't pick and choose people. I use dice and I randomly roll them. I usually try to make everything as random as I can because I don't want to pick and choose what I do. I want spirit to bring what's going to be most efficient for me to do. What spirit knows that they can get to me the best. I make a message, and spirit knows that they can get this person, these people that need this message with these energies. Get to this message, they can get them there better. So I leave that up to them for the most part. But this Aries keeps coming up in my reading, and then like today, the Aries was in like almost every one of them, not all every one, but all but one, and it had spirit all around them, and it was just like, what's going on here? And went through the day, with the kids and everything, thinking about it, and I get this feeling like does the divine want me to do something here? And this was a cross watchers, my cross watchers reading, and he was being looked at, but it was like, I wonder why. I don't want to know why. There was an older Aries that popped up in some readings a while ago that were in some weird shit. At least the whole family thing was kind of weird to me. I was still a little bit naive because I haven't been really hard on this like I have been in the last 6 months, but this is the hardest I've went in the last 6 months that I've ever had, and I started 3 years ago first, but I went like a year without doing any of this. So I was learning how to interpret and learning how energies work and how you can't just lock on to everything completely, because what an energy feels like could be manifested physically different. It could just be a notion. Somebody could think something and it could come out in a reading as something that like happened, but they just kind of had a notion and that was it. It's really a real big process of learning for me there. But as is, I'm an Aquarius, and I always try to press and find the limits and the boundaries of everything, of what one can do in any field. In this field here, I kind of feel we're spirit. We're connected to spirit. Well, if spirit can create anything, we can too. Maybe not in this form, but we have spirit on our side and angels. So the things that we could do must be as endless as creation itself. If you can create something, you can fix that, right? So I can't say that I'm gonna have done this before or that it's gonna work, but I do want to attempt this for my own purposes. And this is not selfish because I want to learn, I want to get feelings and understanding, and see if it doesn't work and it just kind of fizzles out, then it fizzles out, because there's going to be a reading anyway. You never know what might happen. All right, so Aries, Aries I'm talking about is does seem to be in a bad situation. It seems like he's the leader of the whole family. He's this is his legacy that everybody's in. You keep coming up in my readings for some reason. I don't know. You're one of the watchers, so maybe you're watching me. I don't know if you are. I kind of got a feeling you were, but maybe not. Maybe there was a different Aries. Or maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. But I've called upon Archangel Raphael right before I started this recording, because Raphael helps with inner and outer healing, mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. It helps promote better health and spirituality. He can heal a lot of past hurt, knows how to help others who heal people, including spiritual practitioners. He helps all creatures of God, not just humans. The energy is loving, kind. Words are gentle and compassionate. Speaks with intent and comfort. And heal past and present wounds. So what I'm going to do, in addition to another theory that I have 8 billion theories that I love to test, but this will be one. So what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to use my faith. I'm going to place it here on the table in this card. And this card is going to hold me to my faith to this table as a mutable object, transmutable object. And I'm going to come from Capricorn. And that is my Venus. This is my love, relationships, connections. And I'm going to push it through to Chiron, which is the healer. Okay. And then I've asked Spirit and Archangel Raphael, my spirit guides, to help take this boundless love energy that I have, that we all have. I'm not special. I just understand that I have it. As soon as you do, you will too. And I can create this on an endless scale. Love can be created on an endless scale, but they can take this energy created and give it and turn it into a different energy. And that's why they say Spirit can't typically just do anything. Angels can't just do anything without asking. When you ask, you project energy out, and then they can use that energy. So I'm assuming that I can do the same if I just send the love out to you and ask them to take it. So I hope this doesn't freak you out or freak anybody out or think that I'm weird. And if you do, I really don't care, because this is not, I'm going to do this right in front of you. And if somebody can try to tell me that this is not right, then whatever. There'll be nothing bad here, I don't believe. There will be some truths here. Some things will have to be realized, possibly, if Spirit deems it. All right, so the first thing we want to do is we're going to start checking you out, because you've been all day, you've been in my readings, watching people, and I got this feeling like you might be watching me too. So if you are, then I guess we're just even, right? Because I give up a lot of who I am to do what I do here. You seem to be sitting in the shadows. I'll pull you out. First thing you can do to purify anything, words, situations, people, places, all that, is to bring it to the public eye. Because the more people look at it, the more energy is focused on it, and the more that once they do that, you're actually putting in purification. So you can purify mistakes in your life that cause karmas and things. I believe so. I know so, because that's why praying works, and that's why prayer works. So, all right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to set X. This is your heart space. It's going there. So 2 and 3. Angel Raphael, Spirit, give me 2 and 3. I want to come over to 3. There's 2. Need 4. Give me 4. 4, 5, 6. However you guys want to see it. There's 4. That's it right there. 6. 6. 6 for Aries. 7 and 8. 7 and 8. We're coming from Capricorn. Using our faith. I'm going to send this energy through the healing centers of Chiron first. Please, Archangel Raphael, Spirit guides. Alright, so we need 9 and 10. Can we get 9 and 10? Well, that's definitely going to be 9. And I asked for 10. And they're on it. They already know what I'm doing. I don't even know if I gotta ask anymore. Just Alright, I need to go to 12. This is the part we move off of you, Aries, and we start moving into divine, to the divine. They're here for a reason. They brought me here, and they keep you in my energy for a reason. We get 14 down here. Again, we're going from Capricorn, going through Chiron. Capricorn through Chiron, keeping faith, keeping full faith. Capricorn through Chiron, keeping faith. Capricorn through Chiron, keeping faith. We're just creating love energy for this Aries that seems to be in my readings a lot. So, your heart energy, this is going to cover your lifespan. So this could have happened, this could have been, this could be now, in the past, whatever, throughout your whole lifespan at any point. This is going to be your love, your truth, or your love energy. This is the energy of love that has been, is, or was in you. This is the Wheel of Fortune reversed, so you're living with no love. If you are what I'm thinking and you're elderly, you might have lost the love of your life, so you live without love. Maybe. Could be wrong. Or you could have just, even if you're a young Aries now, you could have just lost the love of your life somehow, some way. But I really feel like the one I'm trying to get to the most is an elderly one that runs, he's the head of a family is what I'm getting at. But I wouldn't doubt, because I'm pulling in Aries energies, that they're still going to hit a couple other Aries that aren't this person, because you're Aries, you're pulling in certain energies right now because you are Aries, and all the other Aries like you are pulling those same energies. But this one in particular, the Divine's been with me the whole time. They know which one I'm talking about. Because I will say I did get a couple. So we're moving on to your truth. It's the Son of Swords. This is a lot of your truth. I feel like you're trying to speak your truth for some reason. I feel like you're trying to get your truth out. You're wanting to quickly tell somebody something. And it's very important, it seems. And this is one aspect of the weight you carry. When you know, the Ten of Wands. That is overburdened. You are very overburdened. That's a weight that you carry. There's a one half. That's only one aspect that I'm seeing right now. Is overburdened. You have a lot of burdens, my friend. And 3, another aspect of the weight you carry. The Daughter of Swords. So what we see here is what would seem to be siblings, because they are swords, but they're of air, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is a weird one because you got the Daughter of Swords. It's a very inexperienced person. It's taking on a female aura, but that doesn't mean it has to be. This could just mean they are siblings. It doesn't mean one's male, one's female, anything like that. It just means that they are. It seems like they're siblings. This could be a brother and sister. But since they are a son and daughter of swords, this feels like they're a younger brother and sister. But you never know. Maybe you, God forbid, but maybe you, when you were a young man, you actually lost a sister when you guys were young. I don't know, because it's a burden. There's a weight you carry. Or maybe you are just carrying somebody that, I don't know. That's not for me to judge. I'm just trying to lay out your energy so we can come back. Anyway, 4 is your legacy. Strength. The strength card. This is a Leo card, so your legacy, you may have a son, an older son, I don't know. That is a Leo, which only reason I say this is because, like I said, I've been getting a lot of these same like 6 or 7 energies since about October. And Leo, actually Aries, you and Leo were the 2 that come up the most. So I would definitely say that this Leo is probably what you consider your legacy for the one I'm talking about. And you see this, you love this Leo. Your pride lies in this Leo. Or this is just your strength, but this also represents you as strength because this is your legacy as well. So, a very strong legacy. 5, the total weight you've pulled. The world. That is a big weight. You pulled the world. You pulled a whole life cycle. You carried everybody with you. That's pretty much what that means. Everywhere you look around you, you've carried it. All that. You have been the one that has done that. Can't nobody take that from you. All right. 6. This is your worst position in life. This is the 5 of Wands. What this is and it's reversed. So this is a completely and utter scattered passion. Like there was a point in time where you had all this passion and it was just all over the place. You didn't know where to put it. You didn't have your P's and Q's lined up. You would have been considered the most unorganized, untrained, unthought out, no plan having person. Your passions were all over. You didn't know where to put your passion. It seems like you got 5 wands built up in this energy too. So it took you a long time to figure that out. 7. The path you've come down. This is the 7 of Cups. Okay, a lot of people call this the options. So the path you've come down was filled with many options. See this? So this is like there was a lot of times where you just had to move on. You've 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 had to move on a lot. Okay, but you've had a lot of options. So whereas they may fail through, you may have gotten bored with them, whatever it is. You've had a lot of options, but you moved on a lot too. 8. The remaining path. This is the reversed Hangman. This is a very stagnant energy. The Hangman in itself is stagnant, but the reversed Hangman, you would think, oh, well, he's right. He'd be upright. No, because look, there's still nothing here. You still can't even see where there's any kind of footing. I know this is a bat, but you can't even see no kind of footing here. It feels like you're... I hate to say it, but I'm going to because this is what I feel. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But who can prove me wrong? Because could be 10,000 Leos or Leos. There could be 10,000 Aries that could see this video. So somebody could say, "Oh, you're wrong about this one." What about the other 9,000? You never know which one could have gotten this. But I'm doing what I feel. So this feels like you're very, very sick, and I'm not got much time. 9. This is what you're reaching for right now. The Mother of Wands. This is a fire bound. Um, this is female. This is the mother. I would venture to say this is probably the closest card I see on here to a wife, and it would make sense. Probably trying to be as close to her as you can. A lot of people would do something very similar if they're in the position that I think you're in. Hell, I know you're in it. I know it because when I was reading it earlier, I kept feeling it. It's like, man, this Aries doesn't feel right. This Aries doesn't feel the same. There's something up with them. So, 10. Well, you have to let go. You have to let go of all the bad judgments. There was a bad call, maybe multiple bad calls, or maybe stagnation, or you've been badly judged before. You gotta let go. You can't hold on to the way that somebody looked at you. I don't know what it is, why, but you feel like you've been judged incorrectly, or you're just feeling stagnant. But you gotta let that go. You need to let it go. You need to make peace with it. 12. This is the part where we start stepping in with spirit. So the next 5 cards are going to be the reason the divine have brought me to here. Why I'm doing this, because I made a spread especially for you. I'll probably keep it because it's pretty good, but I made it especially because of this situation. One reason is the upright Empress. This is a card of abundance. This is a card of nurturing. This is a card of taking the seed, if you will, planting it, making it abundant, and becoming. This is the All Mother. This is the this Empress represents all 4 queens in the entire deck. So this is the epitome of nurture. Burn. The Lover's card. This could naturally mean lovers, but this, I mean, if you have a lover that has passed, maybe that's who's talking to me right now. I don't know. But really for me, this card is either Gemini energy, or this is just something that's meant to be for you. This was supposed to happen, and there's something here that is meant to be for you. Whether it's this, what I'm doing, whether it's something else to come, maybe information, I don't know. But there's something here that they brought me here to do, or brought me here to bring to light, that there's something here that is meant for you. The reverse 3 of Swords. The 3 of Swords upright is harsh words. This is usually coupled with heartbreak. But what this is reversed. This is to drop that. Get over the heartbreak. You don't need it no more. You don't need it. Get over that. You don't need it. We're going to heal this, aren't we, Raphael? We're going through, keeping our faith. We're going through Capricorn. And we're pushing to Chiron. And Raphael is taking it to you, my friend. Alright. Now we got the 4 of Cups. This is trying to restabilize your relationship or your some sort of emotion. Or it's just a completely destabilized emotion. If you're in the position, I think I could, it's understanding. So this is just more of a, we understand that. That's perfectly fine. That is something you might probably be doing. And our last one is Temperance. This is a Sagittarius energy. And I am definitely seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these cards almost damn near fit what I've been seeing since October coming up in your readings, or with you in these readings. There is a representation of almost all these energies, but it's also the point. But this Temperance is balancing opposites. If you notice, this thing is crying with water onto a flame. It's balancing these polar opposites, finding the, in ways it's the masculine and the feminine, and start pushing our understanding of balance. You can't be too heavy on one side, or you're going to be flopped over, and you're always going to lack on this side. You may be on this side like the king. Nobody touched you over here, but you're so weak over here. When you step into this zone, you might as well be an infant and a child. And I think that's what this is. It's time to balance. There's something you got way out. Maybe please excuse me, but I'm here. But maybe you're too much into 3D. Maybe you are too much about money. I don't know. I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying there's a balance here. And if Spirit's bringing me here, it feels like there needs to be a little more spiritualness, a little more spiritual energy. So that's why I went to that. But it's up to you to figure out what that is. Because if you figure it out, you can get it. But this is definitely a balance of opposite energies. So that's what I have. So if this fits to a T, then you are the Aries that I'm talking to. If not, then whatever other Aries are here that can take the what I'm saying and some of what I've told you to fix, this will all still be good information. Archangel Raphael, I send this message in the love and light of the infinite creator. Please, as we spoke before, take the love that I can create on an abundant scale. Let's help Aries here. Thank you. We love you, Spirit. We love you, Ancestry. We love you, celestial bodies, and we love you, angels and archangels alike. And in this, can we transmute our love and send this through our healing centers, through Chiron, and over to this Aries. Thank you, and we love you. All right, and finally, my energy is the High Priest. That's a healer, right? If that's healing energy. That is somebody who's taking a priesthood. So, just so you know, I do have I am an ordained minister. I did go and do that. So if you watch some of my videos, I may cuss and stuff, but those are just words. The feelings are what make me what I am. Because what I follow is the law of one. And if you have time, you can check it out. I'm Rano's divinity, and I hope this message reaches you in the love and the light of the infinite creator. Thanks for being here with